Good morning, children. How are you all? Okay. Today we are discussing about the election process in India. That is lesson number 16 and paper 2. Election, the code of conduct. First, before we discussed all the things in the election process in India. So, election. What is the code of conduct? The election commission announces the schedule of elections. Okay, our schedule of elections is then the code of conduct will start. So what are the rules and regulations we have to follow and how to do, how the people will be behave by the contestants or voters, whatever, whoever may be. And according to this, all the people and the candidates contesting the elections and abide the rules and regulations of the election commission. Violation of these rules and regulations is treated as malpractices. When you violate these rules and regulations, then treated as malpractices and it will be punished by the election commission. So what is the code of conduct? How the code of conduct will be? Key points in the code of conduct. There are 11 points are there in the code of conduct. One is no political party. No political party or any no political party shall be make any statements. No political party and anybody shall not make any statements regarding a caste, creed, gender or religion or regarding while criticizing other parties. And sometimes always they will be criticizing other parties. So that is also one of the abiding the rules. Okay, that is code of conduct. First code of conduct: no political parties shall not make any statements pertaining to other pertaining caste, creed or sex or religion or region while criticizing the other parties. And they are not supposed to criticize any other party. If you tell about your party, then okay, but you should not tell about other parties regarding other parties badly. Okay. Next is no personal commitments shall be made that are not relevant to political life. See, one political leader is there. We talk only about his political life and what he has done in the political field and all. That only we have to talk. We should not talk about the personal matters of his own life and all. No personal matters, no personal comments shall be made and are relevant on the political life. For example, in Congress, one political leader is there. Whether his personal record is bad or not, that is none of our business. We have to speak about what he has done for party, what he is doing for others, for the people. That only we have to speak. Regarding that only we have to talk. We should not talk any personal comment of any political leader. And no political announcements targeting a caste or religion shall be made. See, generally no political announcements. See, this is a democratic country, so we should not give any priority to some kind of religion and we should not give less priority to other religion. So, all religions are equal here in a secular country. Such a time, we should not, the political announcements should not target on a particular caste, on a particular religion shall be made. Okay, that is the third code of conduct. And fourth code of conduct is in places such as churches, mosques and temples, other holy places or any educational institutions, candidates should not canvass. They are not supposed to canvass in such places like places of worship. Places of worship of Gurudwara, place of worship of the temple or church or mosque or any educational institutions, coming to some schools, coming to some colleges and university, that is also not given permission. And holy places education, no candidate should canvass in such places. Okay. Then no candidate shall influence the voters either by giving cash or any articles or any properties and all. So no candidate shall influence. No candidate shall influence. They should not influence the candidates by giving some bribe, by giving some money or by giving some properties or giving any valuable articles and all, they are not supposed to give. Okay. And next, no voter shall be used to cast his or her vote in others' identity. Generally, if somebody is not casting their vote, so in their identity, some other people can come and they can vote. Means it's not viable. Okay, so that is also abiding the rule. That is also against the rule. So no campaign, no voter will be used the cast or his or her vote on others' identity. In others' identity, in others, that is called rigging. Some political leaders, what they will be doing, they will not allow the people to vote, and they will come and they will rig all the votes. So that is also not permitted. Okay, next, that according to rule of conduct. And number 7. No campaigning within 100 meters on the day of polling. No campaigning in the 100 meters of the day of polling. Actually, first of all, on the polling date, there is no permission to canvassing, no permission to campaign. We should not campaign prior, 2 days prior only. We have to stop polling on the polling day. Before 2 days on the polling day, we have to stop the campaigning or canvassing, because it should not be influenced to the voters. Okay, that is one thing. And there should be no campaign after or before permitted hours. So 2 days before or 2 days after, they should not campaign in any places, and they should not give any promises on such a time, and they should not give any bribe or liquor or money or any valuable articles and all. They are not supposed to give. And no political party either get voters to the polling station or drop the voters from the polling station. Generally, what happens to what the people will be, that's why they have given a very near vicinity. It's a walkable distance to go to get and cast our vote and come back. So that facility is there by the election commission. So generally, what they will do, people will, even they can walk that much. That is within 100 meters or something, half kilometer vicinity only, the polling booths will be established on that day. So because of that, no need of dropping and picking up and all. So to avoid such things, the election commission made like that. But even though some people, they'll dropping and picking on their government vehicles and all, they'll do, that is not supposed to do. And even the private government vehicles or even a government paper also cannot use on that particular time when they are canvassing. When they are using they should not use government vehicles for canvassing, government assets for canvassing, government buildings for canvassing. We are not supposed to use. Next is no political party. Dropping and picking up is not there, and everyone has the right to lead a peaceful life. In a democratic country, everyone has a right to lead a peaceful life. So such a time, taking out rallies in the residential areas, in the picketing is against the rule. Actually, they should take prior permission of the police, even local police, even on the roads or even in any parks or any places you are conducting a rally or something. So the government, the people should take, those political parties should take the permission from the local police. Okay, and it should not be disturbed to the residential areas. They are keeping a big mics and all and posters and all they are using. So such things in the residential area should not disturb the residents of that particular places. Okay, this is the 10th one. And 11th one is here hosting party flags, tying banners and writing on the walls, pasting posters on the houses are not allowed without permission. See, generally they will come and they will paste the posters in all the walls of the residents and all. That is not supposed to do, because that is not your house. It's a democratic country. Everyone have their own identity and everyone have their own permission. You should take their permission and should not disturb in the residential areas. No rallies at that time. and no very big mics and DJs and all. We are not sure, and using crackers, because we don't know where people, children are studying, and nearby schools and all, and very old age people are there with the heart problems or any other ill health. So such a time we should not we should not disturb them in the residential areas. So these are all the things in the election process. In the election process, the code of conduct, everybody should abide these rules. And if they are against these rules, they are punishable. They are punishable. And sometimes, if the criminal record is there for any such time, they are not they are not allowed to even the canvassing also. Okay, this is about the key points of the code of conduct. See the picture here, you can easily understand. See the picture. Conducting rallies and public gatherings, the political party shall obtain prior permission, okay, from the local police to conduct a public gathering. They should inform the police about the place of gathering and its time also, so that the police could make arrangements to protect the law and order, and regularize the traffic movement, because traffic is going on continuously, it will be going on. And the contesting candidates shall find out if any prior instructions are there in the place where they are planning to hold public gatherings. While entering the prohibited area shall strictly follow the rules. Some cantonment areas and some residential areas, they are prohibited areas. That means they are not allowed to go inside. And they must take prior permission to use loudspeakers also. For loudspeakers and DJs also, they have to take prior permission. If anyone obstructs to the conduct of public gatherings, they shall not directly attack, instead of inform the police. If if anybody obstructs the code of conduct, then they shall not directly attack them, instead of inform the police. So we have to tell the police we are not supposed to go to that crowd. Okay, and one day polling. See the people, how the voters in queue. See how the voters in the queue. On the day of polling, the polling personnel shall make all the arrangements to the voters to cast their vote in a democratic and peaceful atmosphere. Leaders of all political parties shall cooperate, and polling staff to discharge their duties. Slowly, one by one, they have to go in a respectful and peaceful manner. And the polling agents sitting in the polling booth shall be issued identity cards. So whoever conducting their presiding officers and all, they have to wear identity cards. Whoever the office staff will be there. The names or the party symbol shall not be on these cards, because whatever identity card they wore in that election commission only will be there. No party symbols or any cards will not be entertaining. And the campaigning should end before 48 hours. Campaigning should be end before 48 hours of polling day. And SMS also prohibited. Alcohol shall not be distributed. Alcohol should not be distributed. Messages should not be sent. Okay, neither the contesting candidate nor the supporters shall gather in a large number near the polling booths. Actually, whoever the contestants are there in the particular constituency, they are not supposed to stay near the polling booths. They have to stay at home only. After casting their vote, they have to go to their respective houses. And there shall not be any posters, flags, symbols and election material in the campus. Any kind of food shall not be kept in the campus. We should not give any food for them. We should not keep any posters, flags, symbols and election material in the campus. So this is about election process. This is about a code of conduct and election process. Remaining on the ruling party, how at the time of elections, what are the ruling party rules and regulations, how to behave ruling party with the others, and they should not announce any projects, recent projects on that particular time, and these are all the things we will discuss in the next class. Children, I hope everyone understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.